Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Celtics enter the postseason with the best record in the conference, but now the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Heat? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And you can just feel the energy here tonight. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat as they play against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Davion Mitchell is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the 5. And for Boston, Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center, and it's Brown in at the 3. You take a look at the Celtics. They had a great season and are expected to control their destiny in this series.
I'll tell you what, it'd be With that said, we know anything can happen in the postseason.
Now here's Burks. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Tatum. Good D by Adebayo.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Wiggins finds Adebayo. The shot off that time. Nice D from Tatum. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Into the lane. Kick out to Brown. From deep. Knocks down the triple.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Mitchell. Misses from close range. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Mitchell against Porzingis. White for 3. Offensive rebound. Celtics. Goes back up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And Porzingis is a huge presence. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Adebayo. That one falls.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Outside Holiday. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
Hero, he's checked in for Burks. Now here's Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Anderson's checked in for Adebayo. Hero, the pass to Anderson. Here's Ware. Pass to Hero. 5 on the clock. Anderson for 3. Boston pulls it in. Oh, got a piece of it. Brown against Wiggins. Brown, no good. Heat trail by 3. Wiggins outside. Nifty move. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Holiday. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. The kick to Tatum. Fires for 3. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Second chance effort. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Robinson. Drops in the layup for two.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. There's the triple. And Hero grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Robinson on the wing. Lets the three fly. And there's Hero on the assist from Robinson.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from there.
Here's Brown. Another shot. No good at the rim. Got it off in time. He can't get it to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Boston out in front. They're up by 2, and we'll get things started. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, these guys work hard, and they are busy.
It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Tatum on the drive. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Terrific job of challenging the defense there by Tatum.
Hero outside. Robinson for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Hauser passes to Pritchard. Oh, they get a hand on it. Horford outside. Tatum way outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Kornet. And Holiday subbed in for Hauser. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hero outside. Lets a floater go. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
The floater. Tatum can't hit. The Heat have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Robinson can't hit. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Outside Robinson. Here's Jovic, defended by Porzingis. Three-pointer Rozier. Tatum pulls it in.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Rozier. Nails it from beyond the arc. Rozier's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. It's stolen by Tatum. Driving inside. Tatum will take it all the way for the jam.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take it.
Has to Ware. Lets it go from deep. And again, no good by Miami. The Celtics have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Brown inside. Wiggins on him. Brown, that's good. Brown's got 7 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Hero for 3. Tatum pulls it in.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Miami with a change here, too. Burks is checked in. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Adebayo from long range. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. What a finish from Porzingis.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Outside Burks. Over White. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Celtics lead by 6. Pass to Hauser. Back to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Drills it from deep. He's got 5.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Holiday finds Brown. JB off the bounce. And Brown with the stuff.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Defended by Porzingis. The 3 from Mitchell. Pure from 3-point range. Mitchell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Holiday from long range. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game, a lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways, it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Boston Celtics.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. It's the first game of the series.
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Heat trail by 4. Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Mitchell. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Ware in at the 5.
Well, in the 2-man game, Adebayo can play either role. This time he sets the screen, gets it back, and scores.
Here's Tatum, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's his first trip to the line, and that one falls for Tatum.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
To the paint. And Burks with the basket on the assist by Wiggins. Burks has got his first 2 points of the night.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. For the lead. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Drew Holiday.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Miami shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
And that's on the defense there. You can't give Tatum those lanes and launching pads to the rim.
Outside Burks. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound Boston. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And that one good. And now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
On the wing, Burks. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Burks has got 4 points this quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And that one falls for Tatum.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Anderson's checked in for Miami. He does not get the second one. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Tatum against Anderson. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Here's Mitchell. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Anderson. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Brown with the drive.
Well, that's excellent initiative by Brown. Seeing a lane open up and attacking.
Wiggins outside on the wing, Burks. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Mitchell. Wiggins with it. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Wiggins got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, good mechanics on Wiggins' shot right there. Now, he definitely has a natural talent for shooting the ball. Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Robinson comes in for Burks. And it's Hero in for Mitchell. Wiggins finds Anderson. Back to Wiggins. Outside Robinson. Hits the three-pointer. Robinson's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
Miami making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Holiday. Rebound Miami. Anderson with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Hero, the pass to Anderson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Up top, Brown. Anderson covers. Brown inside. Anderson's there. Off with the layup. Miami's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Hero. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Hero is so confident. When he's looking to score inside, he does not back away from contact.
And Boston with some changes. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Holiday. Up top, Brown. He's got 13. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Larson. Nails the baby hook. And the Heat lead by 1. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Miami out in front, up by 1. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
For round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornette. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Well, slow and steady, Anderson just goes about his business.
Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 20 points.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, over the years, we've seen Tatum become increasingly comfortable playing through contact.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. And Miami also making a switch. Jaquez is checked in.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
It's Hero on the take. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Celtics have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Tatum over to the left wing. Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Now, Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
Pass to Hero. Back to Robinson. It's Jaquez on the wing. And again, no good by Miami. Boston on offense. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Tatum can't hit. Heat trail by 5. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Heat misses.
Now, there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Boston with some changes. Porzingis has checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Tatum passes to Holiday. Misses off the right iron.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Now Adebayo. Over Porzingis. Adebayo, no good. It's Brown on the wing, pounded by Wiggins. Right side Porzingis. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 5. Outside Mitchell. It's stolen by Holiday. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Porzingis passes to Brown. Back to Porzingis. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And he lobs it up. And Adebayo slams it in.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Yeah, with the game on the line, Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
Tatum drives in, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Anderson's checked in for Bam Adebayo. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that'll put him up 2.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Wiggins down low, defended by Porzingis. Now here's Tatum.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Mitchell against Holiday, right side Brown. Oh, no good! And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3, they've got to play smart.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
So it's the Heat taking the W at a close one. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals.
the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Heat. Round one of the
East rolls on. Game 2. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And it's blocked. You look at Boston. They already find themselves, Greg, in a must-win situation. Prepping game 1 was a shock to their players, coaches, and certainly the fans.
Truth is, a few teams have come back for an 0-2 deficit at home. And yes, it is rare. Expect them, though, to come out tonight with purpose, with a fire in their bellies. They know they can't leave anything out there on the floor tonight.
I'm looking at you. You got a fire in your belly, don't you?
Yes. I'm roaring and ready to go.
For Boston, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Holiday gets the bucket.
What strength inside from Holiday. Feels like he can score against anyone in the league with that size.
Mitchell dishes to Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
So far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Tatum with it. Now defended by Adebayo. It's stolen by Adebayo. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Here's Ware. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the Heat.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Holiday with the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. The coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Ware pulls it down.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. It's good from long range. Wiggins has got 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Porzingis. And Ware pulls it down.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Tatum's shot is off.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Here's Porzingis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Despite these injury concerns over the past few years, you can't doubt the talent of Porzingis. I mean, this guy is capable of 20-point nights every time he steps out there on the floor.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
And a wide open look for Hero. And the 3 ball is good. He has 5.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight.
And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court for the Heat, Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Robinson. And it's Jovic in at the 4-man position. And here's Tatum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 8 points.
A nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. There's Hero with a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They'll come into this game after losing on Saturday.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
And a deep 3 from Hero. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Some changes for Boston. Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Derek White. Now, here's Adebayo. Pass to Larson. Right side Robinson. Now, here's Adebayo. Guarded by Tatum. Miami no good on that time either.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
And the Heat making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. And so Tatum nails them both. The Heat leading by 8. Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots from 14. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Pritchard. Got 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Ware to stop the drought. Sinks the 3-pointer. Ware's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum passes to Hauser. Holiday with it. Burks with the steal. That one's in, his first shot this game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Burks pulls it in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
Here's Wiggins. Porzingis with the block.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career. He was a great shot blocker.
Holiday with the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. To the paint. Wiggins finds Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Works for three. Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Holiday. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Burks. White with the defensive effort.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Heat. They lead by 13. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team? Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the one spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3-second violation. Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 14. Tatum looking around. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Heat leading by 14. Works on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish. He powers it through. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
He doesn't get the second one. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Tatum, that's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Heat.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Connects from 3-point range. Ware's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Burks against White. Back to Holiday. Pass to White. Just 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Mitchell passes to Burks. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Burks has got 13 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And it's White missing. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here he goes. A 3-pointer. Wiggins. Jason Tatum grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Heat have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Burks kicks to Adebayo. Back to Burks. Pass to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Over Adebayo. No good again that time.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And here's Tatum for 3. The 3-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Over Holiday, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is...
And so it's the Miami Heat in complete command. Their lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. We've got Jaime Jaquez. Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. And the Celtics making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Rozier, he's checked in for the Heat. Hero kicks to Love. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Jovic, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Pass to Pritchard. In the corner, Tatum with it. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
And it's Rozier missing. Boston shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. In the corner, Tatum with it. Off target from outside. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. The three-pointer, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Launches it, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Rozier.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Jovic, and the Heat, another 3.
It's been great to see Rozier's growth as a passer over the course of his career.
Tatum, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jovic. Outside, Hero. Robinson for 3. That shot off. Here's Pritchard. The tray. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's Hero with a 3. Trains the three-pointer. Hero's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Miami. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Miami's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Rozier. Hero passes to Love. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, using some of that size and strength inside to gain advantage was Kevin Love that time.
Anderson against Brown. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Miami. They're on a 14-5 run.
Hey, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Heat.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
Johnson with a screen on Brown. In the corner, it's Robinson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And the shot goes in. Tatum's got 30.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
Pass to Love. Outside Robinson. For the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Outside, Hero. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we got rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Miami Heat. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set for Game 3 in this Eastern Conference Round 1 contest. It's been a lopsided 2-0 series, but that might change tonight. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And for Miami, we've got Mitchell. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Ware in at the 5. You look at Miami, they have a huge advantage having stole the first 2 games on the road.
I mean, they really do, B.A. This is a dream start to their playoff run. This team smells blood in the water, believe that.
Sinks it from distance.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
Excellent D there from Wiggins.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Adebayo from long range. Boston pulls it in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Erik Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Adebayo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Drew Holiday.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
The Celtics on offense. 4-point game. And it's Tatum missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Brown. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Wiggins, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the basket by Holiday.
Just incredible focus from the veteran guard. Drew Holiday, no stranger to scoring against a big-time contest.
Adebayo against Tatum. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Left side Burks. Misses the 3. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. White for 3. Clock at 6. Holiday passes to Tatum. Over Adebayo. Tatum can't hit. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Has to Ware. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane of finish?
Here's Brown. And And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. So it's Boston now. The Heat making their last shot. 1:15 left to play in the first. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum finds Brown. The shot misses. Good D by Adebayo. Heat leading by 4. Here's Wiggins. Good D by Porzingis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
The 3 is up. Again, the miss by Boston. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Ware. And he goes in for the dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's White. The rebound by Ware.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Brown passes to Holiday. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't drop. Fires away from way outside. And so it's Miami finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2. Love, that's good.
Well, you know Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
Tatum looking it over. Pass to Pritchard. From downtown. The shot no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Love passes to Jovic. Hero with the bucket. Hero's gotten his first points in this one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Boston making a switch here. Davison's checked in. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. Love grabs. The miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And it's Tatum missing. And for Miami, their shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Hero outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
And Boston with some changes. Porzingis has checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Davison. There's the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Robinson. Out left to the wing. Pass to Larson. Now Hero. 5 to shoot. Launches it. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And you think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hero. Here's Pritchard. Tatum, a screen on Hero. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Hero outside. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. Outside, Brown. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Brown's got 7 points.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Back to Hero. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Celtics ball.
Miami making a switch here. Burks is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. So it's Boston now. They trail by 11. Holiday against Mitchell. Outside White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir. I'm putting this one home.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right, fans, it's game time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
A minute and a half left in the first half. Pass to Burks. Inside, Adebayo. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Horford passes to White. Outside, Brown takes the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Has to Ware. White against Burks. Adebayo with it. Mitchell, a screen on Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins outside. Shoots over Brown. Wiggins, no good.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Man, that one drops for him.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Burks no good. Now Brown. Brown downhill. Yep, that one's good. And now just a 3-point Miami lead. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Heat out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot draw. They're measuring up the shot. Oh,
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Miami Heat.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. A dream start. 2 wins on the road, and now a chance to go up 3-0 at home.
Well, they're definitely sitting in a good place, but they got to watch their backs.
Yeah, overconfidence could be their downfall. They can't get complacent and miss a chance to widen their lead, Ernie.
Yeah, I like their chances. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Davion Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Erik Spoelstra starting the second half. Up top, Wiggins. Defended by Brown. That's to Ware. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Brown. There's Tatum with the 3. Mitchell grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Back to Wiggins. To the inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Outside Tatum. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Right side, Burks. 90 seconds into the second half now. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Launches the 3. Tatum pulls it in. Boston trailing. Holiday with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
One of the things you admire most is Drew Holiday's versatility, his toughness, the overall impact. This is the kind of guy you win championships with.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Has to Ware. Now Wiggins. They set the pick. The 3. Again, the Heat misses. Outside Tatum. Tatum, a screen on Wiggins. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
Pass to Adebayo. Throws it up high. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside White. Outside Tatum. That 3's off the mark.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Wiggins outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the quickness to beat you inside, Wiggins possesses that in spades.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Wiggins.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
So for Miami, Jovic, he's checked in for Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Burks. And it's Hero in for Mitchell. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in. And Wiggins drops them both. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. On the wing, Tatum. No points yet. And here's Porzingis. He got a piece of it. Wiggins looking around. Tries it from 16. Boston pulls it in.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Love is checked in for Miami. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Right side, Robinson. Pass to Jovic. Back to Robinson. Here's Jovic. 6 to shoot. Drops in the 3. Jovic has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Brown against Wiggins. Outside, Brown. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Wiggins. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Hero for 3. Hauser grabs the board. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They lead by 1. Rebound Miami. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Robinson passes to Hero for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Hero's got 7 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Heat out in front, leading by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. On the floor for Boston, Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 2. Tatum with it. Love grabs the miss. Love's got rebound number 7 tonight. Robinson finds Love. Back to Robinson. Here's Jovic. From outside the arc. And Kevin Love with the 3. And now a 6-point Heat lead.
And Kevin Love knows his role so well. This guy is always looking to find space and spread the court with his ability to knock down shots.
Cornett sets a screen. There's Tatum with the 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical. Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off.
Ooh, some swagger from Tatum.
That's why this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Here's Hero. Yep, that one goes. And the Heat lead by 6.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So Miami ends up going with a new group. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Cornett. Brown comes in for Horford. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Holiday against Mitchell. Right side, Burks. It's hauled in by White.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And it's Tatum missing. Miami leading by 6. Burks passes to Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. It doesn't go for him. Brown with some nice D. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Tatum. Rebound Miami. Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Mitchell. Has to Ware. And here's Wiggins. Shoots over Brown. Nails the 16-footer.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's a 10-point Miami lead. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. To stop the drought. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Wiggins outside. Back to Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Burke's no good. And here's Boston, trailing by 8. The kick to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Derek White. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the game, and they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line, Davion Mitchell. Shoot 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. And the Celtics call time here. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Keep it going. Let's see those moves.
Here's Brown. Excellent D there from Wiggins. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so they foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Shoot 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up by 9.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
So it's Miami picking up the win. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Bam, of all the aspects that went into this win, which do you think was most important?
Our defense, man. You know, when it got down to crunch time, we really locked in, and we pride ourselves on that, like I always say. And, you know, we take those matchups, those one-on-one matchups personally. And we got the stops, and we got a W. We had to tough this one out.
It's always better when you can make it personal. Thanks so much, Bam.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs.
It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Down 3-zip. It's a survival contest, no doubt. Taking a look at Miami. Has it been better play, Greg? Has it been luck? What has them up 3-0 in a series they were not supposed to win?
Well, Kevin, the answer to the first part of your question is both. I mean, they just look much more connected here in the playoffs than they did during the regular season. They've had some fortunate plays go their way, and right now everything is working.
Momentum has been been on their side. There is no doubt on that.
And don't discount the importance of confidence. This is a team that's playing like they believe.
Agreed. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. In the corner, Tatum with it. Lets it go from deep. Miami grabs the miss. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Brown the pass to Tatum for three. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Ware. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender, Correal.
Tatum against Adebayo. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. His three-pointers off the mark. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Brown. Mitchell wide open. And the three off target.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Burks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. And Burks hits 2 free throws. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Tatum looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Here's Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes in there. Adebayo's got his second basket.
Tough shot from Bam, but man, he is so capable of knocking down that mid-range.
Brown outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Tatum against Mitchell. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded closely. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Wiggins. And it's White with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Tatum no good.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Right side, Hero. Pass to Jovic. Outside, Robinson. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A Nice shot by Brown. 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
Bustling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Outside, Robinson hits it from three-point range. Robinson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead, up 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their selfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's Tatum. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Hauser in at the 3.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul.
That one is no good.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Here's Jovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard. Banked in off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Hero. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
The Heat leading by 6. Burks in the corner. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Tatum against Robinson. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Hero. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Hero. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Holiday in for Al Horford. Here's Tatum. It's tipped.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Pass to Hero. Lets the three fly. Sinks the triple. Hero's got the lead up to 9 now for Miami.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Tatum. Rebound by the Heat. Hero with it. He's got 7. Bob with the screen for Hero. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Into the lane. Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 8 points.
Tatum's become very good at finding high-percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
But he's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Boston making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brown drives in. Not happening that time. His second miss and 5 shots. Pass to Hero. Uncovered. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 9 points in the game so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Stolen by Mitchell. From downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Pass to Wiggins. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Wiggins against Tatum. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Brown. Launches a 3. Rebound by Mitchell. The Heat leading by 13. 35 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Adebayo. They set the pick. Here's Wiggins to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
Smart use of the fake. Andrew Wiggins, high IQ basketball from the Canadian.
Alec Burks checked in for Hero. And then for Boston. Hauser's checked in. And it's Drew Holiday in for Al Horford. Pass to Hauser from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wiggins outside. And stolen by White. That'll do it for the first half. Heat lead by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And we thank you for joining this.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a...
Taking a look at how the series... And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5 spot. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Burks. Nice D from Porzingis.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Burks with the steal. Inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, Porzingis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shot clock at 6. Holiday dishes to Tatum. No good on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over White. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Burks. Adebayo's got 10 points.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
So it's Boston now. It's an 18-point game. In the corner, Tatum with it. Three-pointer. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
On D, Adebayo. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're scoreless since the first half. And it's off from three-point range.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
That free throw, no good. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 17. Here's Mitchell. Miami no good on that time either. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Porzingis inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Porzingis can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Burks the pass to Mitchell. Adebayo with the ball. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And some changes here for the Heat. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Hero subbed in for Mitchell. Pritchard misses the 3. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. They grabbed their own miss. And a wide-open look for Hero. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 17. Celtics passing it around. Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And Holiday has it in the corner. Outside Tatum. Looking to get back on track here. Makes it off the glass. Tatum's got 11 points.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's stolen. Jovic passes to Burks. That one, no good. Celtics trail by 15. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Burks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Miami, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Love checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Wiggins. The Celtics shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Heat leading by 17.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. The Heat making a switch here. And Hero drops them both. Outside, Horford. The three-pointer off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Miami ahead, up 19. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had.
Trust it. Good to great.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Tatum in the front court, alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Hero kicks to Love. Outside, Hero. There's the triple. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Robinson. Off with the layup. Celtics trail by 19. Tatum passes to Hauser. Pass to Cornette. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Cornette's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. That's in there. Love with the assist. And the Heat lead by 18.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Terry Rozier's checked in for the Heat. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. Here's Pritchard. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Outside, Hero. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter. It's up a 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Miami leading by 18. Pass to Rozier. He tries for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Pretty reliable from outside. You got to get a hand up on Rozier from that area.
Out to the right wing. Here's Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Hero against Holiday. Hero kicks to Robinson. Jovic, no good. Celtics trail by 21. Holiday looking for an opening. Into the lane. And it's Miami with the rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Love. And the dunk by Love.
Oh, I didn't know that he still had it in him. Kevin Love, a little bit of thunder.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tyler Hero.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And he'll head into the second round with his confidence at its highest level. He couldn't have picked a better time to take his game up a notch.
Such a smart leader. I like seeing Holiday force the defense into fouling him.
And Miami making a change here. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Pass to Love. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the inside. Here's Larson. It's stolen by White.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Miami.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyler Hero.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Down low, here's Jovic. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Heat on offense. Highsmith the pass to Hero. To the middle. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's White. That one's off, still out of sync. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Breaks sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.